Once again, everyone gathered to solve the royal problem. So, still the problem was unsolved. So, everybody gathered again to solve the royal problem. Once again, the great men and their assistants racked their great brains. Racked their brains means tried very hard to think of something. They thought and they thought harder, but they were baffled and blank. Baffled means confused, puzzled. They were at a loss to know how to lose the dust. They were not getting away how to get rid of the dust. Someone said, "Cover the earth with mats, rugs, and carpets. Shall Someone said, "Cover the earth with mats, rugs, and carpets shall stop the dust from touching the royal feet." So, somebody else suggested that we should cover the entire earth with mats. If the earth is covered with mats or rugs or carpets, then the dust will not touch the royal feet. Someone else suggested, keep the king indoors. See to it that there's no hole or loophole anywhere. If he does not step on dust, no dust shall touch his royal feet. So somebody else suggested that we must keep the king indoors and there should be no hole or loophole so that no dust enter wherever the king is there and the dust will not trouble him. The king said, "Very true, but I am worried. If I were to stay shut up indoors every day, all day, then the royal machinery." What is the meaning of royal machinery? The system and procedures of the kingdom. "Then the royal machinery shall come to a stop. My kingdom shall be ruined. That if I stay indoor, then how will the kingdom run? And the kingdom shall be ruined. So I cannot stay indoor all the time." Then, taking matters into his own hands, the king announced, "Call the tanners, all of them." Who are tanners? People who make leather. "Wrap the whole land in leather. This shall be my great contribution, a mighty blanket for the dusty earth." So the king said, "Okay, call the tanners, all the tanners, and let the whole land be wrapped in leather." If the whole land is wrapped in leather, then that will put an end to my problem, and I shall be able to give a great blanket, a mighty blanket for the dusty earth. Everyone bowed to the king. "What a brilliant idea, Your Royal Highness," they said. "It is only a question of finding a tanner good enough." They all appreciated the king's brilliant idea and they said, "Okay, very soon we are going to get the best tanner for you and he will solve your problem." The royal emissaries means messengers or representatives. The royal emissaries set off in every which way. So these people, the king's ministers, they set off to every way. Everyone stopped what they were doing and rushed out to look for a tanner. They all started looking for a good tanner. Where could they find such a tanner? And where could they find so much leather? Because to cover the whole earth, they needed a good amount of leather also. So it was very difficult. At last, the chief tanner of the kingdom presented himself at the royal court. Finally, the chief tanner of the kingdom came into the court. He was an old man. Who is he? The tanner, the chief tanner of the kingdom. He bowed to the king, smiled a little and said, "If your royal highness permits, I have a suggestion to make. It might fulfill your wish in a simple yet effective way." So that tanner said that if the king allows me, I can give you a very simple suggestion and which will be very effective to solve your problem. "You may make your suggestion," said the king. "Cover your royal feet, your royal highness," said the old tanner. "Then you shall not have to cover the whole earth." The tanner, this old man, the chief tanner said that, told the king to cover his royal feet instead of covering the whole earth. If it was all that easy to solve the problem, said the king, would everyone in the kingdom have lost their sleep over it? The king said, if it was so easy to solve my problem, then why these people were working so hard they have lost their sleep to solve my problem? Arrest the fellow, said Gobu Rai, and throw him into the jail. Now Gobu Rai said that this man is only fooling the king, so he must be arrested and thrown into the jail. But already the old tanner was deep at work, sitting down at the king's feet. He had been measuring and cutting, stitching and fitting before the king could decide whether to throw him into jail or to forgive him. He had finished a neat pair of shoes and presented it to His Royal Highness, so that by that time the king and the ministers were deciding what to do with the tanner, he was ready with a neat pair of shoes, and he presented it to the Royal Highness. Royal Highness means to the king. King Hobu put on the shoes. They fit him perfectly. You can see in the picture over here. See. Before that, the king had no shoes. King Hobu put on the shoes. They fit him perfectly. His royal feet felt warm and snug. Snug means comfortable, and most importantly, clean. Now, the dust was not dirtying his royal feet. So it was fulfilling all the purpose. It was solving his problem. The minister spared the old tanner. That means the old tanner was forgiven. He said, I had the same idea myself. Now the minister said, yes, I was also having the same idea. Some way or the other, the fellow must have got hold of my idea. This man has learnt from me only. Though it was the old tanner's idea, but the minister took the credit for himself. And so, from that day began the use of shoes. The royal feet were saved, so was Gobu, and so was the earth. And so according to this story, from that day onward, the use of shoes began, and the royal feet were saved. Gobu was also saved, and the whole earth was also saved. Otherwise, they all decided to cover the earth with leather. Adapted from Juto Abishkar by Rabindranath Tagore. Actually, this story was written in Bengali by Rabindranath Tagore by the name of Juta Abishkar, and it is translated, the part which you are reading is translated by Kamalika Mitra.